Chief Seattle, a presentation by Natalie Ottaviani. Who was Chief Seattle? Chief Seattle was a leader of a number of Native American tribes, including the Squamish. He lived during the 1800s and was known to pursue a path of accommodation to settlers. He was credited for this speech, which in actuality was originally a written letter. This was in the year of 1854, and Chief Seattle was about 68 years of age. Within the speech, he spoke about peace and unity between settlers and Indians. With that, he hoped to discuss treaties and relationships between them. One of the major concerns within the speech was the destruction of sacred burial grounds. He went on to express his concerns over the conservation of the environment and the dwindling amount of supplies and food due to westward expansion. The authenticity of this speech is sorely debated, even today. There are many reasons why this is still discussed. One factor is that Chief Seattle would have spoken in his native tongue and not in English, leaving translation to men who did not fully understand the many dialects of Native Americans. Due to the multiple translations over the years, the original intent and message of Chief Seattle's speech has been skewed, butchered, and possibly even lost. And because of the time period, there wasn't adequate documentation of any of the events. So no one really knows for sure if Chief Seattle wrote this speech. The reactions of this speech ranges from pride to anger and even sadness. The native tribes were proud and hopeful. They had a chief who was willing to address the issues they were facing daily, which was the government breaking treaties and taking sacred land for their own capital gain. The settlers were angry as they felt they were not in the wrong and were entitled to the land and its pleasures. These settlers did not understand nor appear to care if they were destroying the native culture and dishonoring their forefathers. Some settlers, though, were ashamed and even disheartened by what they and others had done to the tribes and the environment. Most Native Americans were very supportive of Chief Seattle and what he was saying, while many of the settlers were standoffish and feeling that they were wronged by Chief Seattle. In present time, Chief Seattle's speech was given more than a century and a half ago, but still the topic remains relevant today. Many people have joined the Native American tribes to protest and demonstrate the inequality and brutality that the government has given them due to the fact of technically illegally breaking treaties and taking land. Many people are also speaking out against the government because of this. As more and more Americans are learning and discovering their own ancestry, they are realizing that if we do not respect the past and our resources, there will be not much of a tomorrow. Thank you.